Yes people, it's Ted Lawler, aka Mr. IOTK from If Only They Knew, the hub for young business minds. And for those that follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I've been putting out hints of clothing, If Only They Knew clothing. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm up to. As you can see here, I've got the gym tops in this great material, and I'm also putting out caps. Now with the caps, they're handmade, so I'm ordering a load of caps in, and I bought this really expensive embroidery machine that allows you to put your own logo onto it through this little thing here. And yeah, I'm basically doing this whole embroidery process myself, and today I want to show you exactly how I do it. So let's go. So it's really hard for me to get a good angle of this, but I just want to show you a few bits just so you can see how fiddly it is. And each cap is taking around 17 minutes to go through the machine, but to set it all up it takes about 10 minutes sometimes. So we're looking at about half hour spent on each cap, but it's worth it because it means I can put the caps out at a good price. And for those that don't know, I'll be giving 25% of all profits from the caps, the merchandise, the hoodies, t-shirts, whatever. 25% of the profits go to local charities and fundraisers. So just know that with every item you buy, you'll be supporting a very good cause. So the first step is putting it all together to get ready to go from the machine. So we have here what they call a hoop, I think. And this basically sticks onto the machine like that. And your item needs to be pinned down to that. And I'll show you in a minute how many caps are wasted initially, because if you Google it, it doesn't really help you to understand how to do this process efficiently and effectively. So I've literally had to go through trial and error to get it right. But I finally got the understanding of how this all works. So the caps will be coming soon. I've literally been waiting to get some good caps, but it just shows if you carry on going, there's always a way to figure it out. So yeah, let's zoom in and I'll show you how this all works. So you just put the what they call backing paper, you put that onto the hoop, and don't really understand what this does. I think it just allows the thread to sort of stick to something. Now you can see, if you first saw me doing this, when I first ever tried it, it was just a mess. I had everything everywhere, but we're getting there. So you use this guide here, and this just sort of tells you where to put the cap initially. Like I said, it's very fiddly, so what I have to do is unfold all of this to make room, because this white sweatband is where the design will fit perfectly on. So you need to make sure everything is out of the way, and it's literally a case, there's no sort of fancy process, literally a case of using the sewing pins to pin it all down and put it all into place. So just literally pop it through there like that, stretch out the cap, and this is where you need to be quite accurate, as you need to measure the sweatbands, which is about 14. So you need to find the center point of the sweatband and use whatever it's called, that's to sort of mark it down. Don't know what it's actually called, I forgot. As you can tell, I started this with zero experience. Like I hated sewing, never ever thought I'd be doing sewing, embroidery or anything like this. So I was always rubbish at arts and crafts. So to be doing this is quite a weird feeling for me. But like I said, if you really want to do something, you don't need to go to school to learn it or do this and that. Literally all you got to do is just get started and you'll figure out a way. Once you get the center point of the sweatband, I then have to line it up to this. And anyone who knows me knows that I'm not very, I'm quite heavy-handed, so I'm not very nimble with putting things like this together. So definitely hard work, as you can see, I'm all over the place. I have to line it up. And like I said, this is the longest bit. It takes about 17 minutes to go through the machine, but actually getting it ready for the machine is a very long process at the minute anyway. But yeah, I definitely think I can get more efficient with practice. And then, as you can see, I'm putting the sewing pins into the cap to keep it into place. Otherwise, like I found out, if you don't use something to tie the cap down, the machine just eats it up because it gets all clogged up. So yeah, let's put the sewing pins in and we'll be back straight after. So there we have it, that's all pinned up nice and straight now, sort of. Like I said, it's quite fiddly, so you have to readjust it quite a bit. That should be good to go. Now I'm going to just change the thread, so I'm going to put a navy line on this. Whilst I speak to you about the charity stuff. So, like I said, I'm giving away 25% to local charities and fundraisers. They haven't been decided as of yet, but I want to sort of give the option to you guys. See if there's any particular fundraisers or charities that you'd like me to support. I think I'm going to go with about 4, no more than probably 6 at the start, just to sort of make sure each charity gets enough from If Only They Knew. But yeah, I'll sort of leave that down to you guys, and I'll announce the charities soon. It'd be good to get a few fundraisers on there for, say, like a child or someone that's in need. So If Only They Knew would then have a direct impact on that person, rather than sort of going to like a big, massive charity where the money sort of just pays for the employees or sort of gets wasted in some way. I'd rather it go directly to a person. But yeah, that's 25% of all profit, that is. So there we go, that's all threaded up. Time to put this into the machine and then I'll be back. And then once it's all put into the machine, I had to line it up using all the buttons on the screen, which again is just another sort of hurdle for me to get over. But I think I found a way to keep it all nice and straight now. So yeah, let's run it through the machine just like this. It's proper loud, so I'll skip past this and then I'll show you once it's all done. Quiet, and then it picks up and it gets really, really loud, and it lasts for 17 minutes. So I'll show you once it's all done. So that's what it looks like as soon as it comes out of the machine. As you can see, there's a bit of like thread all over it afterwards. So I need to spend some more time taking that apart, making it look nice and neat. So yeah, let's see what it looks like afterwards. So there we have it. That's what it looks like once the process has been complete. It's a bit squished once it comes out the machine, but I fluff it up, make it nice and neat, ready for when it comes to you. But yeah, if you want to support If Only They Knew and the IOTK Foundation and our local charities and fundraisers, go to www.ifonlyknew.uk.com and you'll find out more information there. I'll leave the link down in the description below. But yeah, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and please, please, please support If Only They Knew.